Good morning and welcome back to the X-Ring. So it's day one for the Burris Optics Team Challenge, getting ready to get started. Our start time's 8 o'clock. This is the 7 o'clock team getting ready to go off the line right here. So what they'll do is they'll take off running, and 20 minutes behind them at 7:20 they'll send off another team. Right now, I mean, it was pouring down.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. It was pouring down a little bit ago, but not here. And so we got here and we're starting to see a little bit of break in the weather. We're going to run really light today. Not carrying packs like that, I wouldn't recommend carrying that much weight. It makes it really tough. And see, they're taking off right now, and it's a slight jog, but hey, if you can do that for the whole time, kudos. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to try to run the chest cam. Kenny might try to run a little camera like that.
Yeah, let's see. If it rains, I can't run it.
A little chilly out here. What temperature do you think it is? 50? Nipply 30. We'll see you soon. Big shout out to Burris.
Absolutely.
What's up, Billy? You good dog. This is Jimmy's dog. He said, come play with me. All right, so we're about 25 minutes out for the start time, and it is pouring the rain. Visibility is really reduced, so that's going to be a big hindrance. But hey, if it wasn't nasty out, we wouldn't be competing, right?
Yeah, make it hard for us, right?
It's going to be tough. So I wanted to go over some things with you guys if you haven't done a lot of shooting in rain. I know Kenny here is from Arizona, and you don't get a lot of rain.
What's rain?
Yeah, what's rain? So guys, I always try to make everything a learning experience. And so some things about rain. Number one, you want to take your lens caps off. If you get humidity in there, if you get rain in there, which is going to be all over the lens, especially with muzzle up or even if it's in a bag, what's going to happen is it's going to fog up. It's better to go ahead and get your rifles out in the weather. Go ahead and let them get acclimated to the temperature. Yeah, you're going to have rain on the lens, but if you close those caps, they're going to fog over. Typically that's what I've seen, so it's better just to take the caps off. The other thing is when you're behind the rifle, if you're talking or communicating with your partner, you don't want to breathe or talk into your eyepiece, because all of that, especially after you're running, you exhaling that air is going to fog up your rear eyepiece, and you're going to constantly be wiping it. So that's another hint for it. The other thing is make sure, especially on your gas guns, you've got everything well oiled, because all that's going to just start dispersing. It's maintaining that equipment. Another thing is when the fog starts coming in, or when you have heavy rain, your rangefinders are not going to work. You're going to be very limited, anywhere from 300 to 500 yards if you're lucky, but it just really depends, because it doesn't matter what type of rangefinders you have, they're not going to penetrate through fog. All right, so this is going to be the last setup. He's wearing a set of padded pants on there. He's shooting the 6 arc. He's got the Sky bipod running the Burris XTR3. He does have some 10 rounders. He's made some extensions for that 6 arc. Yep. And he's running it around like that. He's got his LRA, and he is pretty much good to go. Both running data cards like this. I've got my dope here, extra pin, all of his dope here. On the front of me, the GoPro. I do have a biathlon sling and stuff like this. I don't have water in the Osprey. What that's going to do is keep it from abrading my back. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm just running a light battle belt. No reason for a pack, guys. Keep it light. I do have a spare mag in back of the Osprey. And then as far as the tripods, we're running the SIGs.
Yep, 6 kilos.
Yep. Bipods are going to be out and extended. Make sure you're not running a Sharpie on this, because it's not going to work in the rain. What you're going to need is something like a wax pencil or grease pencil. Make sure your kestrels are on, ready to go. Other than that, that's it. We're going to see if we can get it done. Our start time is at 12 minutes.
Just be careful in that mud.
Yes, ma'am. It is slick. 1 minute.
Right down when you're off the mud.
All right. One to 8.
1 by 8, yep.
Kenny, got to hit my beer scorecard.
Yep. Yeah.
Kenny, straight up.
Yep.
Straight up. Okay, do you see the big rock right here?
Yep.
Come up 1 o'clock.
All right.
5:04.
Okay, 504. I'm 222. You're 33.
I'm at 3-3.
Yep, 3-3, I'm 2-2. I'll see nothing. Left. Put that right. Okay, go right of that, right at the edge of that ridge line.
How are you guys? How'd you get busted up?
Just started.
Okay, let me.
Actually, break.
437.
I got 377. That is 2. The 2 hills. I am
2-2.
going to the second one right above at 12 o'clock.
2-2. Yep.
3-2. Come on.
2-2.
2-2.
That's impact. I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go left where the tree is. That is 2 flat.
Come right, 210.
Okay, and then far right 2-2. Right. Go to the right of that. 1-5 was the dope that you called out.
Right. 2-5.
No, 1-5. 1-5 to the right of the bush. I'll try to spot as best I can.
I'm not getting it. Right in the bush.
Right of the bush.
Ready.
Impact. Go.
Impact.
Impact. Good job. All right, the road.
Yep.
The yellow brick road. Thank you. Have a good one.
Everything's 2 cents a little higher. I gotta go.
Okay, stay left. I gotta get out of the mud. Hey, not bad, dude. I mean, you know what? It's a rough start. It's what it is, you know. What's up, gentlemen? Huh? Did you digger?
Yep.
Well, everybody else taking diggers too.
What's that? Be downrange.
Oh, Jesus. Here, I'll let you guys go by.
Hey, I'll help you. Whatever you gotta do, man.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. I got you behind. You good? You good?
Good, thank you.
Scallop section, I have 315 or your 310.
Okay.
For you, that's going to be about 9/10. Six. Change mags. Hold on. No, I got the mag change. Drop your mag. All right, seated. In the valley. Go. Send it. All right, couple seconds. Impact. Yes. Way to finish right here, Kenny. All right, so the field course for the morning is done. I know it's windy, guys. Can't help that. Kenny's been playing in the mud.
I've been mud skiing.
Couldn't grow out of it. What's your first impression?
This was a challenge. Definitely the conditions are something I've never really experienced. Playing in the rain, obviously.
I'm freaking cold. It's pouring down rain. Here's an idea of the mud. And the wind is blowing. It's about 50 something right now, so I'm actually shivering. Here's a look at some of our gear and how muddy it is.
Look at this
It's cold. I got the quivering chin. Yeah, it's cold. All right, so we still have a little bit of time to kill, and we have a lot of mud to get off of our rifles and our equipment. I mean, it's just all over everything. Make sure we get all the plant life off. Here, I asked him how his first stage went, and he said he had to poo in the middle of the course. And I said, what did you wipe with? You do what you gotta do, man.
That's it. You do what you gotta do. Hey, I left my mark. Did you leave a mark?
I did. Kenny left a mark of mud sliding down an embankment. All right, briefing for the assault stages. All right, guys, so this is only an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Look at the rust already forming. Craziness.
Like there's a bunch of rust.
Sometimes you have to stop and enjoy the scenery. Quill eggs. Hey man, you need to see your green card.
Sorry here.
I think you use it as toilet paper.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm getting cold.
You scared you're gonna get lost out here?
A little bit, yeah.
So if you guys don't know, this is the infamous shutout 8888.
Hola.
Lady Luck follows him.
From T.
Coming in down rangefinder isn't as bad. Shooter indicates ready. Stand by.
All right, yellow flags. Come on, kid. We're running right on by. We'll load on the move. Hold up. Pass me.
Yeah, you're good.
Drop clear. Did you get all the targets?
All targets.
Let's go, go, go.
One of those Chinese guys at Disneyland with a camera wrapped around your neck. And
That's
shit.
right. How did you shoot? Oh, it's a Mickey Mouse.
Oh, the Mickey.
Look, it's a Mickey Mouse. How did you do?
Not bad. We did one.
130.
I don't know. Less than you
Y'all
guys.
got the card.
I don't have it. Hugo's got it.
All right.
Pinche buena! Menudo! What you guys did all right?
Yeah, we did good. We dropped one.
What was the time?
What's the time?
113.
Oh, whoa.
Huh?
113.
That's on your card. That's not as good as 109 though. All right, guys, so that's the end of day one for the Burris Optics Team Challenge. We are back at the campers and we are cleaning our firearms and getting the rest of the mud off.
Yeah.
So, Kenny, first time ever shooting a match like this. What were your impressions of today and what did you think?
It's a very challenging match. I highly recommend attending. If you are just hesitant on doing a match like this, I really recommend getting into it. It's just going to make you a better marksman. It's a total marksman match. I loved it today. It was a huge challenge, like I said, and just getting to the stages, finding the targets, and having everything coordinated, communication with your partners is a big factor to this match.
Okay. Anything that if somebody was wanting to shoot this match, any advice, gear, setup, anything like that you could recommend just
Yeah.
after today?
Yeah, absolutely. So this match is specifically a fast-paced match. You got to run light. One of the things that was brought up, obviously, with Ray, we were talking about this earlier, a few live chats, and seeing the gear that folks were running today and seeing what their struggles were was the fact that they were running backpacks. Most of the time is getting your gear off and getting your rifle off your back or getting whatever you need out of that backpack hindered a lot of time, which costed, unfortunately, a team in front of us to kind of slow down. We caught up to them a few times. So, you know, it's all about getting to your stage, getting on the glass as fast as possible, getting your rifle ready to go. So as minimal as possible, running your gear, being lightweight and going, that's about what I could recommend.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've always spoken about on this match is you got to run really light. What I mean by that is you honestly don't need a backpack. You can do all of this stuff with just a battle belt, enough ammunition. You're only going to be running a field course for an hour, so you don't have to have water. You can survive an hour without water. You might be a little parched, but that's okay. When you're done, and it's over with. I mean, you're only given an hour. So on today's session, there were 4 stages. You had 1 hour to complete them. So just think about it, 15 minutes, including your transit time per stage. But if you don't get to that 4th stage, you're going to get failure to engages. You're going to get misses on those, and it's really hard to recover from that. So the biggest thing is staying in somewhat decent shape, being able to run from stage to stage. You're not covering a huge distance. It's only 1 to about 1.5 miles, somewhere in there from minimum to maximum. As far as the assault courses, it's usually a combination of rifle and pistol. Now, like today, it was only 2 targets for the assault course for Kenny.
Yep.
Then we shot pistol, and then it was 2 targets for me with carbine. What did you learn from the assault course? I know you got a new pistol. You're really good with it. What takeaways did you get from that?
Well, we had a good plan going to where you're engaging the first 4, and then you clear and start getting your carbine ready. I really took away just how fast we had to run that, but not to get into tunnel vision. So that's what happened to me. I got into tunnel vision mode where I was just seeing 3 targets on the hillside. The thing about that stage is that once you go forward or you proceed forward, you can't go back and re-engage. So whatever forward position you're at, you have to engage those targets. Obviously, if you're at a disadvantage in angle, like I was, I had one target that's kind of almost 90 degrees for me in the little ravine there, and costed me mentally to just engage that thing 4 times, switch over to the next target, which I got a FTN. FTN, failure to neutralize. So those cost points. This being the first time ever doing something like this, or even a 3-gun, it's tremendous mentality subconsciously how to engage those targets. Is what I'm noticing.
Yeah. But all in all, it was a great day. Like I said, we're going to be ready for tomorrow. There's not calling for any rain. The rain really hurt us this morning. Yeah. I don't have videos of it. It was slick as all get out. I think Kenny took a digger, knocked the breath out of him, and here I am calling distances and all that, and didn't realize he had fallen down back there. But it happens. I've got some, I've shared with you guys how we had to clean the rifles and all that afterwards. But you do what you got to do, and even at 50, I'm still doing it. It's not that old, but this young guy over here, he's like a
spring chicken.
He's like a spring chicken, but we're having fun with it, so we'll come back at you tomorrow and see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.